are diving into the heart-pounding world of cruiser motorcycles with the head-to-head showdown between two legends, the Royal Enfield Classic 350 and the new Java 350. But the burning question remains, which one will conquer the open road? Well, this is what you are going to find out with me, Pavni Jain, on the latest episode of Times Drive English. We shall begin with the powertrains. Well, going ahead with the powertrains of Royal Enfield Classic 350, it offers 349cc single-cylinder air and oil-cooled engine. It also gives you a power of 20 bhp. It generates a torque of 27 Nm and offers a gearbox of 5-speed. As for Java 350, it offers 334cc single-cylinder liquid-cooled DOHC engine. It also gives you a power of 22 bhp, generates a torque of 28 Nm and features a 6-speed gearbox. While you get a larger number of engine displacement with Classic 350, the other specifications of the Java 350 are slightly better. For instance, it gives you a liquid-cooled engine instead of air and oil-cooled engine. It also offers dual overhead camshaft, which adds to 2 bhp of more power and also gives you an extra 1 Nm of torque. Well, you'll also see a significant difference in the gearbox. The RE Classic 350 comes with 5-speed transmission, but the Java 350 offers 6-speed transmission. Now, this one extra gear can actually benefit you on the highways whenever you want to go over the speed of 100 km per hour. Rest, it also depends on one's individual needs and the terrain you're riding on. There's one more difference that I want to mention, and that is RE Classic 350 boasts single barrel exhaust, but the Java 350 comes with twin barrel exhaust. Now, what the twin exhausts do is that they allow gases to flow freely, which actually gives you more power, more torque and sometimes better fuel economy as well. Time to move on towards the dimensions. Now, the RE Classic 350 comes with the following dimensions in terms of seat height, wheelbase, ground clearance, fuel tank and curb weight. Similarly, the Java 350 comes with the following dimensions in terms of seat height, wheelbase, ground clearance, fuel tank and curb weight. As far as the dimensions of the two motorcycles are concerned, there are notable differences. The Java 350 offers 15 mm of lower seat height in comparison to RE Classic 350. Although both the motorcycles should be comfortable for people with different build and tallness, yet out of the two motorcycles, the Java 350 with 790 mm of seat height may give you a typical cruiser motorcycle feel. Next is the difference of 59 mm in the wheelbase. With Java 350's 1449 mm of wheelbase, the motorcycles seems to be lengthier in comparison to RE Classic 350. The other things that goes in the favor of the Java 350 over RE Classic 350 are an 8 mm of extra ground clearance and also a slightly bigger fuel tank of 0.2 liters over RE Classic 350. Now, please note, despite the extra things you get with Java 350, the bike manages to be 1 kg lighter with a weight of 194 kg curb weight. The front tire of the Classic 350 measures 19 inches with 100 section. The rear tire measures 18 inches with 120 section. It comes in two options, alloy wheels as well as spoke wheels, and it is not tubeless. As for Java 350, the front tire measures 18 inches with 100 section. The rear tire measures 17 inches with 130 section. It does not offer the alloy wheel option, but it does have the spoke wheel option. Again, just like the Classic 350, it is not tubeless. The front brake of the Classic 350 comes with 300 mm single disc. The rear brake comes in two options, either 270 mm single disc or the 153 mm drum type. Whereas the front brake of the Java 350 offers 280 mm single disc. The rear brake of Java 350 measures 240 mm single disc. You get the same front suspension in both the motorcycles, which is telescopic. In this department, Classic 350 comes with bigger front and rear tires that may boost a rider's confidence on the road. And Classic 350 also comes with larger disc brake, providing the better braking experience to the riders. Overall, looks like that Classic 350 won this segment to Java 350. It's better that we talk about the features now. The RE Classic 350 offers single and dual channel ABS, analog plus digital display, turn-by-turn navigation display, fuel gauge, hazard lights, USB charging port. On the other hand, Java 350 comes with dual channel ABS, analog plus digital display, slip and assist clutch, dual horn, hazard lights, side stand cutoff. Now the biggest plus point that the Classic 350 has is the turn-by-turn navigation, which Java 350 lacks. But the Java 350 offers slip and assist clutch, which Classic 350 doesn't have. Hence, both the bikes come with interesting features that are also different from each other in a lot of ways. So you will need to study the feature list to find out what would you want in your motorcycle. But before you make any choice, let's have a look at the price tags. The RE Classic 350 dual channel ABS is going to cost you Rs 2,24,755 ex-showroom price. The new Java 350 is going to cost you Rs 2,14,950 ex-showroom price. Here Classic 350's top-end variant is approximately 10,000 rupees pricier than the new Java 350. So if you're planning to buy any one of these two motorcycles, one thing I will surely recommend is to go and take a test ride for both of them to see which one suits your style and comfort. Because both the Classic 350 as well as the new Java 350 offers distinct charm on the roads. Whether you like the thumping sound of the Classic 350 or the timeless elegance of the Java 350, one thing's for sure, the choice that you're going to make is going to be as thrilling as the ride itself. Also, remember that this segment is more about the emotion rather than the ride quality. Let me know which cruiser would you want to spend for in the comment box. Rest, you guys know the drill. Like this video, share it with your friends and also subscribe to Times Drive English.